I like that, you like that, so let's be crazy. The contact, impact, I want that daily. Our breath getting deeper, deeper lately. I like that, baby, 'cause I can't get enough. Yeah, I can't get enough. Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't get enough.
Dice que no le es suficiente, está mal de la mente. Cuando está solita que entre, música para ponerla en ambiente, yeah. Ella quiere que como aquella vez, le busco todo. Todo lo que se pone bonito se le ve. Empezamos a pie y ahora andamos en el jet. Vamos a calentar, baby, tú. No se quiere olvidar, lo quiere recordar, baby.
'Cause I can't get enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get enough.
Latino gang.
Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't crazy. I like that, you like that, so let's be crazy. The contact, impact, I want that daily. Our breath getting deeper, deeper lately. I like that, baby. Yeah. Ooh, no one's gotta know. We can keep it low key. I'll be fine alone, long as you're alone with me. So incredible, unforgettable on me. 'Cause I can't get enough.
Benny Blanco.
Yeah, I can't get enough.
Chipapi man, Selena.
Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough.
Now, we're going to get more legends after this event for sure. But we now have 2 new legends. Congratulations to SB Coach G and Poor Boy Sid. Keep your head low when the helicopter comes round. A legend is coming for your spot. The neighborhood is going to start looking a lot like different. Starting
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Brooklyn Nets. At shooting guard, Garrett Temple. At power forward, Torian Prince. At the other forward position, Joe Harris. At center, Jared Allen. At the other guard position, Spencer Dinwiddie. The head coach of the visiting team is Kenny Atkinson. Let's meet your Atlanta Hawks starting lineup. At shooting guard, standing 6'8", number 22, Cam Reddish. Man in the middle, 6 feet 10 inches, number 30, Damian Jones. At the small forward position, at 6'6" number 12, DeAndre Hunter. The other forward, standing 6'8", number 5, Jabari Parker. The other guard, 6 feet 1 inches, number 11, Trey Young. Your head coach Legends for Knicks. Ladies and gentlemen, your Atlanta Hawks.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brett Berry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, it was long rumored, and after 2 titles in 3 years, Kevin Durant chose to leave the Warriors and blaze a new path. He'll miss this season while rehabbing from his Achilles tear, but there are no complaints from the fans or his new teammates. For a player of KD's caliber, it's worth the wait. Kevin?
A momentous decision, DA. Thank you. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Young.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
So the net starting 5. We've got Prince, Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Garrett Temple. Then there's Harris. And it's Allen in at the 5 down low. And for Atlanta, Jones is out there with Parker. Then it's Reddish. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Hunter in at the 3 slot. And the last 2 drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
Here's Temple over Reddish. Temple gets the bucket. Here's Young. Feeds to Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
So unselfish there. Young doing a good job of finding the open man.
Dinwiddie drives in. It's good.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
Young with the ball. This one for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Trae Young, so fun to watch that smooth stroke.
Takes a 3. Allen's shot is off. Here's Atlanta. And just about a minute into the first quarter. And Jones slams it in.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
A great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Harris passes to Allen. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Allen.
Shooting 4 or 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel-good.
And a 1-year player at Texas, Jared Allen came into the league as a bit of a project. He's got ample playing time to develop in Brooklyn.
Free throw, good, Allen. And Greg, safe to say, Allen's defense is ahead of his offense.
Yeah, but his mobility and leaping ability serve him well as a finisher, providing that vertical spacing teams like to have inside. And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Young with the steal. The pass to Hunter. Finished off the break.
Great hands by Trae Young, and his passing ability sparked the fast break.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. That one, no good. Good D by Parker. For Atlanta, they've gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Temple. No good on the 3. Atlanta leading by 5. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Hunter kicks to Reddish. Dinwiddie with the steal. Here's Harris. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, passes it to Hunter. To the inside, Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Here's Allen. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Assistant, Spencer Dinwiddie.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a 3-point game. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And they'll be seeing each other 4 times this year. This is the first meeting, looking for a good start in the series.
Yeah, and who's going to set the tone here tonight? That'll be something to watch.
Good. Temple's got his second basket.
What a fantastic move right there. Just that quick little reverse layup.
To the middle. And Reddish with the slam.
Trae Young not afraid to make passes like that. Great vision.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
No question. I know I did not see that coming, especially when they had a chance to win it late in the fourth quarter. I thought for sure they'd get it done.
See the numbers for Young. He's getting around 28 points per, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
Nets trail by 5. Dinwiddie with it, guarded by Hunter. The shot's good. Dinwiddie's got 7 points in the game. Now Young. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Golden State. Pass to Hunter. Parker outside. To the paint. Just 5 to shoot. And it's in there. He's got 7.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Temple. Right through the D for the layup. Halfway through the season, Brent, as a team, are you still discovering new ways to win?
Yeah, I would say if you had a set of encyclopedias, when you get to around January, you should be in the MN section, Kevin. So do people know what encyclopedias are?
I can picture in my mind. I know exactly what you're saying.
So from that point on in the season, you have a great foundation to build on, and there's a lot of things that you can do that are just slight wrinkles to what it is you already do, and that's the great thing for coaches is to challenge the players to see how far through that encyclopedia we can go. What letter can we get to in the alphabet by the end of the year?
Here's Young. Jarrett Allen making his last shot.
I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Temple can't get it to go.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Now, here is Young. 7 points in the game. Hands it from downtown.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Temple dishes to Allen. Over Jones. Allen's shot is off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And he recovers it.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Here's Temple. The 17-footer goes down. Temple's got 8.
punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Now here's Parker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Young with no one around. Off target from three-point range. Inside, here's Prince. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
That's just too easy for Taurean Prince.
Out to the wing. Parker with no one around. And the shot is long.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That is his first foul of the game. Alex Lenz checked in for the Hawks. The Nets also changing it up. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Allen. And it's Shumpert in there for Garrett Temple. Jordan inside. Guarded by Len. And Jordan gets it to go.
Versatile big with lots of years behind him. DeAndre Jordan locked in shooting that mid-range shot. That's a rarity.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution on the court.
And here's Young. 10 points for him. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. The 2K leaderboard is on the screen now to reveal the dominant scores in the NBA over the last month. Number 5 is Trae Young.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
It's really all about Trae Young and his skill. And you know how many hours that takes, Kevin? I mean, he is putting time in the gym to show you what he's capable of out here on this floor, and he makes it look easy.
Now here's Turner. His last outing, he had 8 points.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Takes the 3. Shumpert, no good. And Brent for Trae Young. Remarkable how his game has grown.
Going to be interesting over the next 3 to 5 years what kind of layers Trae Young can add to his game. We know he is a prolific shooter. He's got deep range. He's a good playmaker. But how good does he want to be? We're going to find out how complete he can be.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Here's Mwaba, and it's blocked, and they get it back. That one goes. Count it.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
The Hawks leading by 6. Pass to Fernando. And Young kicks to Len. Bounce pass Young. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. It's Jordan on the wing. Defended by Young. And the shot is good. Now just a 4-point Atlanta lead.
Well, I like the shot selection of DeAndre Jordan. He stays ready to shoot, especially in the paint. Does not have many attempts in his career outside of it.
Now, here is Young. 10 points for him. There's the lob to the hoop. And the Hawks can't hang on to the ball. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Allen.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
And that one's good, Shumpert.
Got to respect Shumpert's ability to drain the shot that time off the dribble. More of a catch-and-shoot guy. Looked good that time.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Especially in the playoffs, Brent, so much can change when a player gets into foul trouble. See the league ever modifying that foul out rule?
I know that they do that in the summer league where you can stay on the court for 10 fouls as elimination, but it's a technical every time. I don't see the league doing that. I think it's good for the game so that star players or meaningful players, ones that play specifically on defense, they have to have responsibility for what it is that they're doing on the floor. And if they're overly aggressive, you should be penalized for playing that way.
It might be the fact that they express wax. Let me show you who's. I keep my step while let you think you. To sit to get with it and make you pick your solid counterfeit. That's what it counts. My title, you will never get up to intelligent. I sing your family, my sentiments. That's all is toxic. When I rock it, shock it, hip hop, and unlock your head, I knock it. It's split quick from the lyrics. Direct it, you can't get with it.
The pass to Fernando. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Technical foul.
The Hawks have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And with the signing of Durant and Irving along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg, are the Brooklyn Nets now claiming the mantle for the top team in New York?
Listen, they were already the better team a season ago. After stealing the Knicks' thunder in free agency, acquiring the superstar talent, we're poised to steal the Knicks' cultural relevance as well.
5 on the clock, and there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
Well, comparisons to Steph Curry, unfair for Trae Young, and they're quieting. His shooting percentages in year one leave plenty of room for growth.
And the technical free throw is good. And Greg, you talk about unfair comparisons for Trae Young. His career will always be measured against that of Luka Doncic after the Hawks traded back from the number 3 pick.
And Doncic going on to win Rookie of the Year, an instant star. And Trae Young with plenty of talent. And we'll see what he can accomplish.
And that one's good, Shumpert.
How about the quickness of Shumpert? Excellent at taking it right to the rack.
Atlanta's gone 4 of 8 on their 3-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. Fernando, the pass to Young. Over Jordan. The 10-footer finds the target. 14 points for Trae Young.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Baseline jumper, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
The Hawks leading. It's Young on the wing. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
I saw a green light there, Kevin. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. The Nets have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. 1:30 left to play here in the first. To the wing right side. Good on the 3-point shot. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Shumpert, no good.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Young. He's got 14. The dish to Len. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 9th assist in the game now. The drive by Shumpert. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Atlanta gets called for the foul.
Yeah, you got to prevent Shumpert from a straight line drive like that. You can't let him gut the defense that way.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Iman Shumpert. 2 shots. Under 6.
First free throw is good.
And even with the shift from Budenholzer to Pierce, the Hawks continue to rely on the 3 as much as any team.
No doubt about it. I think the front office still accentuating the fact that they want to find some floor spacers after that 19th pick in John Collins, a guy that can rim run and protect the middle. They wanted to go after as much shooting as they possibly could. Well, Shumpert, an important piece to this basketball team. He comes in, he does a lot of things well, and accepts the defensive responsibility that is placed on him.
Now, here is Young. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game. He doesn't hit that one. And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against the Warriors.
And if you look at the box score from that game, guys, the first thing you'll notice is how many turnovers they forced.
Well, all those turnovers made it a scrappy game, which suits them. They caused a lot of chaos with their defense, which played right into their hands.
Just 5 on the clock. Down low, here's Len. Off target at the rim.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
We got a ride, we got the night.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
I'll give you my melody, the bam bam.
Atlanta leading by 4. We've got Alex Len. Bembry out there with Trae Young. Then it's Evan Turner. And it's Fernando in at power forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Shumpert, it falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Shumpert's showing off everything now offensively. He scored in a variety of ways in this one.
Ball's knocked loose. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. And slam dunk by Shumpert.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
So it's Atlanta now. They've led by as many as 11 points. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Musa, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Turner kicks to Young. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter. Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Outside Turner. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And Jordan, a defensive stalwart, crushing the opposition with his shot blocking.
Parker's checked in for Atlanta. Hunter comes in for Young. And then for Brooklyn, Harris is checked in for David Nwaba. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Shumpert. Timeout called the Nets.
Ladies and gentlemen,
in this next question culture we're in, what comments do you want to hear from players who have just lost a game and facing disappointment?
I like the humility aspect of this question, Kevin, and the thing that I listen to most from players who get it, they'll compliment their opponent first. Something had to happen where the opponent did something enough to beat you on that night. So you don't say that we did all these things. Give the opponent credit first. Secondly, players who shoulder a massive amount of responsibility, they'll say that they could have played better first. And that takes and deflects everything away from their teammates. And then they'll talk about what they're looking forward to most, and their challenge is we'll get better tomorrow. We'll get better next game. And that they know there's room to grow. Those three things are pretty impactful.
Well said. So for the Nets, Jared Allen comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Prince in for Musa. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Parker dishes to Len, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Len's got his second basket of the night.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And it's Harris off the drive. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Atlanta's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Turner passes to Bembry. Rebound, Brooklyn. And it's Prince penetrating. That ties it up.
Taurean Prince had his eyes on the rim the whole way there. Love how aggressive he was there on that drive.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, the Hawks have been in rebuild mode for the last couple of years, but this season brings a lot of optimism. Passing on Luka Doncic, the Hawks drafted Trae Young. It was much scrutinized, but Young came on down the stretch. His playmaking makes other people better, and also, they hope, will attract a free agent or two. Now the Hawks have added several rookies, starting with DeAndre Hunter. And they believe they're poised to make some noise in the East. Kevin?
They took that gamble with Doncic, and getting Young, we'll see what happens. Thank you, D.A. Here's Turner. Spencer Dinwiddie picking up that last basket. And Parker, here we go. Had a hand on it. Harris outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And he might not be a household name just yet, but Joe Harris is one of the game's true dead-eye marksmen. You can make the case he's the most underrated shooter in the league.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Maybe not the most famous beard in the league, but Joe Harris's beard last year, Greg, drawing some notice in the NBA.
The lumberjack look belying his feathery touch. Good size and strength, enabling him to play the small forward position when needed.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Damian Jones is checked in for Alex Len. And it's Reddish in for Bembry. And Harris drops them both. And so it's Atlanta with it. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's Reddish, guarded by Harris. And the shot goes down. 13 points for Cam Reddish. Left side, Harris. Over Reddish. A nice shot by Harris.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
That's tipped. Dinwiddie with the steal. Shoots over Turner. Another one falls for Brooklyn. The Hawks trail by 4. Jones kicks to Reddish. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Prince penetrating. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Turner. He has 7. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
That's an unselfish play. Evan Turner with eyes up and delivers.
Here's Harris. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Harris has got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets. The Hawks have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Parker against Dinwiddie. From 12 feet out, he gets it in there. Parker's got his first basket of the night.
Well, Jabari didn't let the defense bother him on that play. Nails the shot despite their best efforts.
And it's Harris off the drive. Banked in off the glass.
Yes.
And the Nets lead by 6.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Turner dishes to Reddish. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Reddish has got 6 points in the quarter.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Poked away. Here's Claxton. Here's Harris. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Harris has got 12 points in the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Dinwiddie against Turner. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Harris. Reddish grabs the rebound. The Hawks trail by 6. Passes it to Hunter. It's up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Hunter's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Prince, offensive rebound. Here's Dinwiddie. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. 15 points in the game.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
You saw by that putback there, he's just completely locked in. They're getting full contributions from him right now.
Now here's Jones. He's coming off a 16-point game against Golden State.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game. And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And the Hawks making a change here. Young's checked in, and a change for the Nets. Temple's checked in. Harris with it. He's picked up by Parker. Here's Dinwiddie, and he makes that one. Dinwiddie's got 10 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Hawks trail by 5. Reddish the pass to Parker. Brooklyn with the rebound. Allen's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Reddish. Excellent D there from Allen. Nets leading by 5. Here's Harris. Rebound, Atlanta. Parker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Out to the right wing. Hunter, no one around him. Hits it from 3-point range. Hunter's got 10 points.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Count it.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Kicks it to Hunter. It's Young on the wing. Dinwiddie covering. 14 feet away. Young's shot is off. And the Nets shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Pulls up on the wing. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And now a 6-point Nets lead.
And coming from a background with player development for head coach Lloyd Pierce.
Well, I think he's great at just being a cheerleader and a confidence builder for this young team. I believe that to be a good fit here in Atlanta. He brings a great hands-on approach, and very, very important for him to think about player development as these young guys grow together.
Atlanta's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on 3. Parker finds Jones. And it's sent back by Allen. Here's Prince. Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Here's Jones after Taurean Prince's bucket, and that one's good. Parker.
Jabari absorbing a lot of contact on that play, and then a nice soft touch on the difficult shot.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Jordan, he's checked in for Jared Allen. David Mwaba comes in for Taurean Prince. Musa, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And stolen by Hunter. There's a minute 34 left in the first half. Young finds Len. And it's blocked by Jordan.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Mwaba gets the bucket.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And that one drops for him. Fernando's got 5 points so far.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
A shot by Jordan, no good. The Hawks trail by 8. Hunter, the pass to Young. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Iman Shumpert.
And it's going to go on Iman Shumpert.
And really a good job of getting to the line in that first quarter. Hasn't been doing that as much here in the second.
The Hawks have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
Trae Young. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Young.
This could go down as the win-win trade of the draft over the last 3 or 4 years. The 5th pick in 2018, Trae Young, traded on draft day for Luka Doncic, and they might have put a little chip on his shoulder, one that he played with in the second half of his rookie season.
44 seconds left to play here in the half. Shot from the wing, and he can't bank that one in. The Hawks trail by 6. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Young's got 21 in the game.
First 3 of the quarter and 3rd overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Here's Young following the bucket by the Nets.
It's his 2nd foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
The Hawks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
At the line for the Hawks, Trae Young. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Young.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
And good on the 2nd, so he makes them both.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And slam dunk by Shumpert.
You see Shumpert with a head of steam that time. You know he's going right to the rim.
Now, here is Young. He's got 23. Comes up empty down low. Here's Jordan. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, Iman. After the loss last game, what's different tonight?
Sometimes I see him. I think we just got it together in the locker room. We stretched defense. We stretched getting loose balls. We quicker to shooters. They came out hot, but we got it under control. Now we just want to keep it rolling.
First 5 minutes will be key. Thanks, Iman. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit. The second quarter largely belonged to them as they took charge of the game and jumped out to a 5-point lead at the break. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Hawks.
The three-point shot has really, really helped them out. I don't always like to see teams around the 3, but when it's dropping like that, I say roll with it. They keep setting good screens, running these pick and rolls, they'll be tough to beat.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks, setting the floor for the Nets. Prince out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. Then it's Garrett Temple. And it's Allen in at the center, filling out the middle. Temple dishes to Prince. That one falls. Prince has got 12.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Dinwiddie with the steal. Over Young. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
The Hawks trail by 9. To the middle. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Hawks have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
Cam Reddish. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Nets leading by 8. A baseline J, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And it's now 23 points for Spencer Dinwiddie. Hawk shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. And Young kicks to Parker. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by Temple.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face. And a chance here to check out some stats on Spencer Dinwiddie. Over the last month, he has been spectacular, averaging 23 points per game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. Brooklyn leading by 8. Here's Temple, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Temple's got 10 points in the game. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Temple's gone 5 of 10 from the floor. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. Now, here's Reddish. After Taurean Prince's miss.
Nets foul.
And how about we check out the group of rookies with the best percentages from the charity strips this season? Fourth, DeAndre Hunter.
And really, he needs to continue getting to the free throw line as much as possible because he's pretty deadly once he gets there.
And he makes the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Nets leading by 8. Here's Temple, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. 12 points for him.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
And it's sent back by Allen. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Jones looking for an opening. Reddish with the ball. 24 points for him. Pocket 2 from deep three-point range.
And they aren't giving up the same types of looks we saw in the first half, making them earn their points now.
Basket counts.
Garrett Temple.
Temple's got the lead up to 12 now for Brooklyn.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Now, here's Reddish. He's tightly guarded. Young outside. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Parker's shot is off.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Temple, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Brooklyn shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. Free throw drops for Temple. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Hunter. And both free throws good for Temple. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. They trail by 14. And Reddish with the slam.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And it's Harris off the drive. Got that one up quick. Harris has got 16 points. Atlanta's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And it's Turner finishing it off.
That's impressive for Turner to get up off of the deck so quickly there. Nice vertical shown on that dunk.
A nice shot by Harris.
The defense certainly wasn't bad, but they've got to be a little bit quicker on contesting the shot.
The Hawks trail by 14. Reddish the pass to Parker. Young against Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie with some nice D.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Here's Young. Rebounded by the Nets.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
The Hawks shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. And the 6'8" forward Taurean Prince showing continued improvement at the offensive end.
In the system that he played in for the Atlanta Hawks, Taurean Prince was known as a good two-way player. With his length and his ability to defend, he's going to be a great complement to scorers like Kyrie Irving and Spencer Dinwiddie.
Here's Reddish. Jared Allen making his last shot. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Temple. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Young passes to Reddish. Pass to Jones. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Dinwiddie, again, the Nets for 2.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Now, here is Young. 23 points in the game. And the shot goes in. Young's got 25 points.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Taurean Prince. David Nwaba comes in for Harris. Musa, he's checked in for Garrett Temple. And then Shumpert in there for Dinwiddie. Here's Nwaba. He's got 7. Yep, that one goes in there.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Turner passes to Fernando. Over in the corner, Reddish. Shot clock at 5. Offline with his 3.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
The Hawks trail by 18. Turner passes to Fernando. Inside, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass, and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeAndre Bembry. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
So it's Brooklyn now. Here's Jordan. Fernando pulls it in. Fernando's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Reddish the pass to Len, and good that time. Len's got 6 points.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Goes up the baseline. Shumpert, no good. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. It's a 14-point game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
That free throw good from Reddish.
I felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
We always talk about getting good looks. Here's who's doing the best of it in the NBA. Number 1, Jared Allen.
He is a finisher, plain and simple. That field goal percentage just absolutely jumps out at you. It borders on astonishing.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
The Hawks trail by 13. Here's Reddish. That ball. Nice feed that time from Turner.
4-2.
Turner's got 6 assists here tonight. Here's Shumpert. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Shumpert's released that time pretty quick because he's on the inside. He knows the defense is going to swarm.
Bembry the pass to Turner. Here's Bembry. From 11 feet away. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Brooklyn leading by 13. Here's Musa. The baseline jumper goes down. Musa's got his first points in this one.
DeAndre just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Turner passes to Bembry. Rebound, Brooklyn. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Here's Mwaba, and again it's Brooklyn converting. The Hawks trail by 17. And the wide open shot from Reddish. The rebound by the Nets. Allen's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Shumpert, he can't get that one to fall. And Atlanta will come the other way. Here's Fernando. 5 points in the game. Pass to Reddish. Trying to find Len. Gets it to him. And that one is good. Len's got 4 points in the quarter.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. That's going to send Iman Shumpert to the line. That one on Turner. The Nets have made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. Hunter's checked in for the Hawks. And the Nets making a change here.
Shooting 1. Thunder Sticks.
One shot.
Free throw good. Iman Shumpert. So it's the Hawks now. They trail by 18.
2 minutes.
Here's the floater. And he gets the bucket. Bembry's got 6.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Count it. Good.
And Shumpert does play stronger than he looks. Even if you body him up, he can get through some contact.
The Hawks shooting the ball at 46% success rate since the beginning of the third quarter. And Turner kicks to Bembry. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Well, last season for sure, Greg, a bit of a journey for DeAndre Jordan as he went from the Mavericks to the Knicks before his free agency. Now he is a part of Brooklyn.
And both KD and Kyrie took pay cuts to get Jordan on board. Still a factor with his size and defense despite a lackluster year in 2019. Nets are hoping he can find his magic and be a force once again.
Now, that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Atlanta making a switch here. Young's checked in. Nets leading by 15. Fires for 3. And Dinwiddie with the basket on the assist by Jordan. And that's 28 points for Spencer Dinwiddie. 59 seconds left in the third. Young outside. 3-pointer. Jordan with the rebound.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Dinwiddie with the steal. The drive by Jordan. That one doesn't drop.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Hunter. Atlanta again missing. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Joe Harris.
Hey, yo, right here.
The tray. A shot, no good. And so it's Brooklyn, controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Trae Young is out there with Bembry. Then there's Hunter. Then it's Alex Len. And it's Fernando in at the four-man position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. So it's the Hawks now. Spencer Dinwiddie missing his last shot. 2 points, that one goes.
And now the defense full attention and antennas up. Trae Young getting warm.
Here's Shumpert. Jordan trying to free himself up and finished off by Shumpert.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here is Young. The pass to the Bembry. Here's Hunter. Buries it from three-point range.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Baseline try. Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
DeAndre Jordan.
And how about that beautiful display for us of DeAndre Jordan and that wingspan getting to that ball.
Here's Bembry.
Nets foul.
And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Friday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And for that Raptors game, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
And that one misses. Jabari Parker's checked in for the Hawks. Garrett Temple has checked in for Brooklyn. And the second free throw, good. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And the basket is good.
Garrett Temple.
Temple's got 12 points here in the second half. Now Young. He kicks it to Parker. Passes it to the Bembry. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
That's a good read by Jabari, a solid passer, and he knew he could reward a teammate that time.
Here's Temple, off the left rim and out.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Baseline J on the way, and that's good for two. Temple's got 22 points. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. The Hawks trail by 20. Pass to Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
So awesome to see Jabari Parker return to form, especially when he's rising up.
The Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Temple can't get it to go.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there, Kevin. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Bucket is good. And that's now 30 points for Spencer Dinwiddie.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Poke loose. And here's the break. Here's Temple. Here's Claxton. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Claxton's got his first points of the night.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Len grabs the board. Len's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And the dunk by Len.
Yeah, you're not going to fool around much on the interior, especially if you're Alex Len that big, that close. Easy bucket.
Claxton. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And that one's good. Parker.
But you got to just be in position, and that time Jabari was deep enough and pretty much game over for the D.
Here's Claxton. Jordan trying to free himself up. Count that one. Claxton's got 6 here in this quarter.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in.
Great hustle on display, and you know what? It's paying off with those second chance points.
The Hawks trail by 18. Here's Young. Oh, that's blocked. But they'll get another chance. Here's Len, and the dunk by Len.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. Jordan. And that one hits back iron. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
And when Hunter attacks like that, it really puts the defense in a tough spot. Love it when he takes the initiative.
Hunter! 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Hunter.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
Atlanta making a switch here. Jones is checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Nets leading by 14. Here's Prince. They get it back. Here's Harris. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
Guys, they're just getting outworked. I mean, plain and simple. It's got to be more of a collective effort to secure that backboard.
And stolen by Harris. Here's Dinwiddie. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists in the game. And here's Young. Launches a 3. Allen with the rebound.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
I'm gonna need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. I'm in this, I'm gonna echo. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up.
Is you thinking I'm jumping the leak in the leak? Immediately. Show up this evening and wait till you sleeping. Kicked it the open, I'm scanning for motion. I'm just trying to make all my pockets obese. Done with I just want the Lucci. So me and all of my Poochies can eat. Put his loose chains, take his boot thing. I can pee up chains and take him cake and steak.
Reddish, he's checked in for Benford. Nets leading by 18. Here's Pinson. Sinks the 15-footer. Brent, how often do players argue calls knowing that they are in the wrong? They know they're going after something that was the correct call.
Let's just say often, Kevin. I mean, you just never the whistle.
Are they thinking ahead in terms of saying?
I don't think so. It's emotional. It's just an emotional reaction. I mean, you're out there running around and doing what you do, and you get a whistle. You're going to react to it like, I did something wrong. Why am I in the principal's office right now? I want to get my side out. I know you saw it. Everybody does.
That sounds like you may have done a lot of that.
I tried to avoid that, Kevin. Quite
did you?
frankly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't think that's healthy for you and your reputation.
Again, the Nets for 2.
I like how Taurean Prince moves the ball, consistent at getting it to his teammates within the offense.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
Since I put my boy, sometimes I see him in the cloud. I've been away for a while. I'm in the Bay of the town. Debating about who is the greatest. What you debating about? Taking for clout, I know. You running your house without staking it out if you ain't really bout. Did you say you about? I went a different route. I just go pivot the couch. I just envision the count, then I go get that amount. I got a beautiful house, but honestly, I skip the town anytime that the temperature down. So someone dissed me in the crew, but honestly, I forgot who. Cause snakes, it was crazy as that is somebody I probably knew. Me, I don't get it, no clue. That's just some you don't do. That's just some more I add to the list that I can't get no energy to. Why don't you put it on the wear? You don't want everyone to wear. I just had to lead the hood cause treating me like a celeb. I just went and cut my dread, but I got some beautiful hair. I am just searching for something that's real cause they really know what they say. I gotta smile, but honestly, I put my boy. Sometimes I see him in the cloud. I've been away for a while.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Spencer Dinwiddie.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was gonna be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Without his heroics here tonight, this could have been a second straight loss for them. But he was sensational, and instead of a losing streak, he may have them headed in the opposite direction now. Now, here's Hunter. Defense is right there. Young for 3. The shot off that time. The Nets go the other way with it.
He was terrific shooting the ball in the first half, but he looks a little bit slower out there, possibly leg tired here in the second half.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Count that one.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Count it.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's Young. You know, the NBA not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
There's some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. There are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia to start their development and professional careers. So when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Parsons checked in for Jabari Parker. Carter comes in for Hunter. Abs checked in for Reddish. And Wallace subbed in for Young. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Temple. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Temple's got 16 here in the second half.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Wallace outside. And Ellenson comes to help. Parsons outside for the three. They grab their own miss. Crabbe, good. Crabbe's got his first 2 points of the night.
And for a player who's so prolific from beyond the arc, Crabbe has the length and some hops inside to beat you.
Prince's shot is good.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Atlanta's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Wallace, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Wallace has got his first points of the game.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 20-6 run. The 15-footer. Another one falls for Brooklyn. Brent, we have seen some players refuse to speak to the media. For whatever reason, where should that line be drawn?
Well, there is a role and a responsibility, I think, of every player in the league, Kevin, given that it's an entertainment industry and that people have jobs around this league to tell stories, to have access to those players. Now, every player doesn't want to talk or get into certain things, but their availability should be made and people should have access to them. Look, I don't want to take out the trash every Tuesday, but I understand I got to do it at home. And so players have a responsibility to their franchise to be a voice at times.
I always thought you were terrific with the media.
Well, I appreciate that, Kevin. Maybe that's how I got this job. There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Hawks shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. He dishes it to Carter. Picked his pocket. All by himself. Here's Karuch. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And the Hawks with possession here. Carter outside. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter.
Carter just a freak of nature. One of the best dunkers the game has ever seen. A top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
At the line for that many players now signing shorter contracts in free agency. You've talked about this a lot. Does it make it harder or easier for the super teams?
Well, I think it makes it easier because all of a sudden a star player from another team becomes available that you could latch him on to somewhere else.
Any examples you could throw out there that
I don't want to get into the specifics of it.
I understand.
I think we've seen it over the past 3 or 4 years with some of our star guys. And
yes.
I don't fault them because they're getting smarter. Players are a lot smarter about what it is that they can do with having the very few times, Kevin, that you have a say in your career as to where it is that you're going to play, and more importantly, the potential for what it is that financially you can make.
And playing for a championship.
For a championship, for potentially the opportunity to play with somebody who you've always thought you could either elevate their play or they could elevate yours. This is not going away anytime soon.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Spencer Dinwiddie.
Just active on defense, little things like clawing and scrapping and tipping passes and contesting shots. Came up with a lot of steals.
So it's the Hawks now. After the basket by Brooklyn, Carter dished it to Kraft. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. The rebound by the Nets. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're ahead by 32. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And a surprising timeout here with the game in the bag.
Sometimes you want to have these teachable moments on the floor and not in the next day's film session, so coach electing to do that here.
Brooklyn in control. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Pinson, no good. And here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre, what do you think this team's identity is this season?
We just have so many guys that can score. It's going to be somebody's night every night, like I keep saying. But we're also, our half-court offense is getting a lot better.
The ball is moving around, DeAndre. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.